I'm big. I'm small. I'm big. I'm small. Yellow. Just everything is yellow. Today's theme is yellow. Yellow. Okay. Kia ora gēnei koutou, and thank you for tuning in to yet another episode of the Creative Kokanuts. Tiana Haxton here in a sunny Rarotonga. As promised in our last episode, today we're going to have a chat with Vou Williams, who is the owner of Bite Time Cafe and Body Fuel here in Rarotonga. He talks about how he discovered his passion for culinary arts while studying sport in New Zealand, and then the struggles of competing internationally at culinary competitions while living in Raro. Here he is.
Kia ora, my name is Vou Williams. I'm 20 years old. I'm a chef, and I come from a family of 7 siblings. I have my own family, married, 2 boys, and I'm part owner at Body Fuel and Bite Time Cafe. My type of art is, well, for me, I like to keep it simple, really. I keep it simple, but the quality has to be there, like a normal fish and chips. You gotta have crispy fries. It's gotta be seasoned well, and your fish gotta be cooked well. Not overcooked, not underdone. Or if you're gonna get it battered, it's gotta be crispy. It's a simple dish, but you gotta have the quality. That's what I'm into. A lot of people, or chefs overseas, Gordon Ramsay and all that, they like to go all fancy. It looks all delicious, different colors and everything. Yeah, that's great. But it's different when you taste it, and it's not as good as it looks. Yeah, well, most of the times it does. But for us locals, we're more into, yummy food, quality, quantity. But that's what I'm into. I'm that local boy who likes to just keep it simple, but the quality flavor. Heaps of flavor, good flavor. Yeah, that's my art. I moved to New Zealand 9 years ago to study sport and recreation at AUT. But having been that student life in New Zealand, financially wasn't really going well for a local boy like me. And then I needed extra money, for better living, and I found a part-time job through my friend, and which was the kitchen and job at 4th Street Union in Auckland City. From there, I got into it. I was really into it just for the money, did all the scrubbing and cleaning and all that, but most of the time I'll get it done in between my shifts, so the head chef will find other things for me to do, like clean the walls and stuff, also getting that out of the way. So he figured, hey, why not just bring me into the kitchen? Get a little, do some cutting, like cutting onions. That's like my first job in the kitchen. And from that moment, he saw that, hey, I could get things done. So, from that day on, he kind of like put me in the kitchen more, day after day, until I got better and better. Yeah, pretty much. So after work, I go do my shopping and buy meat for whatever I want to have the night before. Say, like, for example, pork. I get my pork and whatever sides I want. I go home, pick up the kids from school, and then set them aside, get them watch their favorite cartoon, and then get into the kitchen, start prepping the salads, marinate the meat. Pork takes the longest, so you got to get that into the oven first. 3 hours, so that's good. You're not training more than 3 hours. So you have that in the oven running. You cook your sides, rice or taro. And you have that on timer, and then just before you leave, you turn it off. Then you go to training, come back. Your pork should be ready. Pull it out of the oven, ready for dinner. Yeah, easy as that. Get more of our our young youths involved in the courses. You know, like especially, there's a lot of them moaning the streets, doing nothing, getting up to no good. Not much of them playing sports too. Whereas back in my day, everyone was into sports, doing a lot of all that. But as a chef, I think that it's a good opportunity for them. Also, for your kids, for them, how about when they come home and cook you a good meal after your hard day's work? An excellent meal just because they learned that from school here at courses or CITTI. Pushing all that workshops, like you said, more cooking competitions, so that everyone's excited and interested, so they're keen to learn and to do so. Yeah, for sure, definitely more competitions here. We've had one recently, and that turned out really good. I came out with a silver. Definitely, yes, it does start at home. Whereas you come home after training and you're eating the same thing every day. It's mom and dad just sometimes never at home, and you just gotta cook your own eggs, noodles, 2-minute noodles, quick. How about coming home after a hard day of training and just having a mean feed of steak and some mashed potatoes and mushroom sauce? How good would that be, after training? And this will help you, becoming a chef. And I also do that at home every day. I go home, I prep. I prep, I do all my prep. Maybe cook like what takes the longest, like starch, taro, rice and stuff. I cook all that, go to my training, time myself, come back home, cook the meat on the frying pan, and we go. And it's as easy as that. If you know how to do it, then it's very easy. Two of us from the Cook Islands were nominated. We were chosen by our tutor, Kali in Tokyo, to represent our country. It was myself and William Pokino. It was a good experience. Actually, it was awesome. Actually, knowing all a lot of products that I've never worked with ever in my experience of cooking, and we challenged. It was New Zealand, Australia, Fiji, and Cook Islands. There was 4 teams in the comp, and we came away with bronze medal. Didn't expect that, but it's a great achievement for William and I. My experience there, like most of us in any competition, being nervous. It's not, well, I expected more of myself. I guess it come down to preparation, planning it right, getting everything done before walking in there. And I just didn't meet the criteria or where I wanted to. Well, like I said, it was the always be prepared before going into a competition. Practice, very important. I myself didn't have much time for practice. I was busy working and studying and had to do that at the same time. Whereas I'm sure New Zealand and Australia and Fiji had all the time, and most of them had more experiences in this kind of competitions, whereas William and I was our first time. But yeah, practice will be the key. It was a two-course meal comp. So an entree, we had to include the tea flavored into our dish, and it had to be seafood. And the main dish was a pork dish. What we've done is that Carlene, our tutor, and Ovaya, our manager, came up with the idea of running a fundraising. So we just had a little little event where we serve 3-course meal, or similar to what we were taking over to Australia for the comp. Just give it to our locals a little taste so that what they know what we're doing in Australia. We had that event going on with also the support of our families. I was also training for the Cook Island Touch Association. My family from the Cook Island Touch, they all chipped in cash for me to support myself over so I can get the ingredients for us to practice and for the comp. So nothing from the government. No, I didn't hear or get anything from the government. No, sorry. Not that I know of, but because they didn't. If we're going to take the name of the Cook Islands, government should be involved in any way, in every way, even with equipment or supplying ingredients here for us to practice, which was one of our main struggle, is getting the ingredients every day to practice for the competition. That plays a big part. I mean, anything really, even equipment, just so that we can step up another level of cooking. All those little things. I just wish the government could see that and just help out and play a big part in this, because it is important for us, whereas we have local products that needs to be used, and like I said before, to using all our local products just to create an amazing dish to take over overseas, so that other people can see and our name, the Cook Islands, in the papers, Like our local dishes like ikamata, we took that over. They were amazed. Ruko, they have their own way of cooking spinach, but we have our own, and they liked it. Hey, we came away with bronze. That's not too bad. Not only that it's for the experience, but for us young chefs to grow and to know how tough it is, and to learn other cuisines and techniques and skills, and to bring it back to our country, and just to get that better fusion into our kind of local cooking and turn it into fine dining if we want, or just experimenting and just making something out of nothing, especially with our local products. That would be awesome, and that will help for sure. Yeah, I don't know, is there something I'm missing about the government? No? We do need their help. Just do it. It's you won't know until you try it. I didn't even know what I was gonna be till I became a chef. It's a lot of work. I mean, it makes me feel good when I feed people and they smile about it. Art, you're creating something that when you come up with something and you create something from nothing, that's an awesome feeling. Learning other new skills, it's like baking, grilling, frying, all the different types of techniques of cooking. That's a lot of talent to take in, and if you Imagine adding that to your vocabulary of cooking. You know, knowing all this stuff, that's amazing to have. That's similar to like a doctor, right? Hey, doctor, you're a scientist. You're a scientist of food. That sounds cool. You know, just do it, please. Do it. You won't know until you do it. I mean, it's food, man. You go to culinary, you cook, and you eat for free. I mean, bro, it's free food. Yeah. That's what I'm very passionate about with my customers, friends, and families. They give me good feedback, then I'm happy. Just putting that smile on their face, you know, that, oh, that's so good. Just hearing that makes me feel very good.
So what did you think? Let us know in the comments down below, and if you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. But yes, anyways, that was Vou Williams, the Kokanuts and culinary artist. And while we're on the topic of food, our next episode features Dion Te'o, who is famous in Raro for baby pancakes. However, in the next episode, we learn about something else he's well known for. We find out why he's been described as one of the true OGs of New Zealand Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Interested? Well, we'll see you in the next episode then. So until then, Tiana Haxton here, saying see you later.